So good morning, dear student of TYBCom. Again, we are going to discuss a very important thing, which has lot of practical applicability, not only for examination point of view. Even if you'll do the practice, or if you are working under someone and doing the work of GST, that is time of supply. And again, we have shifted to CGST Act 2017. CGST Act 2017, Section 12 talks about uh, time of supply for goods. Today we will be going to check time of supply for goods only for forward transactions. If I am not wrong, you must have completed this part, this part during last lecture. Am I right? Just update me whether this is done or not. Which was talking about Section 12, subsection 1. Liability of GST shall be arise at time of supply. Forward charges earlier of the following. You have to consider date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier. Earlier of the following. EOF means earlier of the following, whichever taking place first. So if the date of invoice is there, if you have issued the invoice, then okay. If invoice is not issued, then what you will have to do? Then in that case, you will have to refer section 31 subsection 1, which says if you have not issued, then you have to consider the date when it is supposed to be issued. Okay. What is to be considered as date when it is supposed to be issued? For movable property, it is before the time of delivery or at the time of delivery. So when you are delivering the goods, that point you should raise the invoice by hook or crook. Otherwise, you will be liable to charge from the date when it has been removed from your godown or your factory as place of as time of supply. For immovable property will be considered as date of delivery or usage by recipient. Okay, it is not able, you cannot get the time of delivery, or it has been removed from the factory or from your business place. In such case, if the property is immovable, then either the time of delivery or it is when usage by the recipient. That is important. Okay. So that was regarding invoice. So this entire aspect is talking about invoice. Then it is payment. What is considered as date of payment? There are two possibilities. Either you have received the amount and then you are updating to the bank, or it is directly credited to the bank and later on you are getting through your bank statement or passbook entry that has been credited in my account. In such cases, it will be considered whenever, if it is recorded in the books or if it is credited in book bank account, whichever is earlier will be considered as date of or time of supply. Date of supply or time of supply under section 12 of CGST. Okay. So by and large, what this entirely wanted to discuss to us, that whichever is early will be considered as date of supply or time of supply for goods under section 12. Let me see how much you can gather me the answer. So let me check how much you have understood about section 12. Let us do the practice of these questions. Suppose the date of invoice is 12th of December 2020, or sorry, 2019, or date of payment is 31st January 2020. What will be considered as time of supply? So this kind of objective question you can definitely expect. If date of invoice is 12th of December 19, date of payment is 31st January 2020, what will be considered as time of supply? Kindly get me your answer quick. See, as far as my view goes, uh, and it is my personal observation for A1 division, day by day performance is deteriorating. I mean, it is merely to for sake of attendance. Now, attendance is very good. That every week your name is there as a good attender in entire CY BCom. But performance-wise, I can very much assure in taxation, I'm not happy because you are not studying as you were studying in semester fifth. And it was interactive session. You used to put your video mode on. Now, not a single student is doing. Chalo, I am waiting for your answer. That will be your loss. Kindly refer this table which you have prepared during last lecture, and on that you can easily get me the answer. I'll wait till then. I will not proceed further. I'm surprised to see even Piyush is there, Tirth is there, there also Santosh is there, Kajal, who used to answer the question earlier. वही होता है ना, एक बुरा एप्पल एंटायर टोकरी को खराब करता है, वैसा ही हो गया A1 में. शैलेश is there. Then also I'm not getting answer. Surprise for me. Parth used to get me the answer. Hitesh used to get me the answer. और मेरे को sometime लगता है लोग खाली ऑन करके they are in some other work because nobody is there to observe them. Very sad. Gopika is there. Payal Jain is there. Still, we are struggling to get the answer. Earlier, I used to enjoy teaching even. Now I'm really not enjoying. Okay, I can't be like you guys. So here it is very clearly stated earlier of the following, whether date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier. So in my question, date of invoice is 12th of December. Payment is 31st of January. So for me, the time of supply, whichever is earlier, and the earlier is 12th of December. This should be my answer for time of supply. Now let us go to next question. Date of payment is 20 12th of September and date of invoice is 31st of December. Now time of supply is also known as point of tax. Time of supply is also known as point of tax. So either they are asking time of supply or point of tax, answer will remain same. So can I have your answer? Date of payment is 12 September. Date of invoice is 31st December. What will be the point of tax? Or time of supply? So again, I will check whichever is earlier, and I'm finding the earlier is of course. Thank you, Saif Ali. At least आप में तो आत्मीयता है, and you are absolutely right. Others are even left their humanity, ethics, everything, integrity. So the right answer is 12th of September, which Saif Ali has given me. Thank you very much. These are very basic things which you should know. Next is check received on 15th of March. That means we have recorded in cash book. Check clear on 17th of March in passbook. What will be the date of payment? See, I can ask this question also. Date of payment, which is here. Or I can ask time of supply. Or I can ask point of tax. All are same. So date of payment will be what? In this question. Thank you, Santosh. At least आप तो जगे. And the right answer is 15th of March. Absolutely right. Next, many a times is we are getting the check in advance, then we are depositing, or other way. It is happening that NEFT done on 16th of March, and in the cash book we did the entry on 17th of March. What will be considered as date of payment? So first they have done the NFTA, then we got to know, and then we have recorded in our books. What will be considered as time of supply or point of tax or date of payment? Thank you, Saif Ali. And the right answer is whichever is earlier. So आप देखना almost most of the time you will consider whichever is earlier. Okay. Now this is bit different. What is mentioned here, I'm extending myself. Now I'm taking this part. Okay. Whereby it is mentioned that if it is less than excess, then the choice is being given to the supplier what they should consider as time of supply. Okay. And if the amount is more than 1,000, then whatever the format is given, accordingly you will have to follow the same. Based on that, we have a question. Again, it is under section 12, subsection 2 only. So date of payment at advance received as 5,500. Date of invoice is raised on 15th June. Date of payment is received on 10th of May. Date of invoice is raised on 15th of June. Balance amount of 10,500 is received on 25th of June. What will be considered as time of supply? See, these small question is going to help you a lot when we will be going to take up these questions. Okay, and kindly take down these questions. So you have received an advance of 500. Invoice has been raised on 15th of June. Balance amount you are receiving on 25th of June. What will be considered as time of supply? Here in this particular example, you have to think differently. Okay, you cannot be as your thought was earlier. And I told you several times, whenever such cases are there, the supplier is taking the advantage of it. And I try to understand also, they are logical also. Actually, they have got only 500 rupees, okay, and the liability will be there on 11,000 rupees, okay. The 500, if they will consider they are liable to pay the payment when 20th of June, by then they are not getting a single penny. पूरा का पूरा 11,000 पे उसको टैक्स भरने को आएगा. So in such case, what the supplier does, they take whichever is later. उनको मिल गया ना ऑप्शन. तो जितना लेट करेगा उतना ज्यादा टाइम मिलेगा, उतना नेक्स्ट मंथ का 20th विल बी माय ड्यू डेट. तो अगर मैं मई कंसीडर किया रहता तो 20th जून वाज माय ड्यू डेट and I need to pay the tax to the government. But as we have considered June, now 20th July will be my due date, and accordingly I'll make the payment. So here it will be whichever is later, and the right answer is 15th June. Unfortunately, none of you got me the answer, but kindly keep in here only there is little difference. If the advance has been taken less than 1,000 rupees, if the advance is more than 1,000 rupees, still 999.99 chalega. 1,000 and above, you don't have any option. Okay. Next, date of payment is 1,500. Again, same question. Date of invoice is 15th June. Balance amount is 26th June. 20th June. What will be the right answer? What will be considered as time of supply? what will be considered as time of supply? Here again, whichever is earlier. As very clearly stated, only for one case you have to consider that, otherwise you have to consider this only. I hope things are clear to you all. So again we will consider whichever is early, and early is 10th of May. Should be my answer. Okay. So this all we are considering section 12 subsection 2 and getting their answers. Actually speaking, if you not follow this table and if you go to read this material, I told you several times, you read the material, you will never be able to understand, which is available. Several pages has been given. Try once. ये सारी चीजें वही है. Section 12, subsection 1, clause. Section 12, subsection 2, clause 1, 2, 3, clause 1, 2, 3. पढ़ते रहो. देखो क्या समझ में आता है. So it is in best possible manner has been given to you all so that you can study well and apply it for your personal and professional purposes, even for the exam as well. Now this is date of removal, date of payment. What will be the point of tax? Date of removal is 8th of September. Date of payment is 31st of December. What will be the point of tax? So now I am referring this part. Okay, and of course it should be the movable property. Tell me. They try to understand earlier of the following, either these two, 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 earlier of the following, either these two. Be careful. But only if it is more than 1,000, same procedure, less than 1,000, choice is given to the supplier. Okay? And only the choice is for those advance what they have received, not for the entire payment. Of course, again we will take earlier of the following, and the answer will be 8 September. Now, if it is immovable property, then date of use 18 September, date of payment 12 December, point of tax will be. Point of tax will be. Here also we will follow the same funda, whichever is early, and we'll put our answer earlier of the following. And earlier date is of course 18th of September. Now suppose if we have both the cases, we have date of invoice also and recorded also, credited also, then what we will be considering? In such cases, what should be your answer? So in such cases, what you will do? You will take whichever is earlier here. That will be my answer. And then this and this will be considered, and which will be earlier will be considered. So that's why I have told you, आपको always यही ज़हन में रखना है, earlier of the following. जो पहला आता है वही लिखना है. देखना अभी तीनों में से भी जो सबसे पहले आएगा वही आएगा. Date of invoice was 12th of March. Check received was 15th of March. Check clear on 17th of March. My time of supply will be earliest of the following. 12th of the March. Similarly, date of removal, check received and check clear. What should be your answer? There will be definitely practical question on place of supply, practical question on exemptions, practical question on mixed and composite supply. 100% रहेगा. Keep my words. So again here also I will follow the same, this part, and I will see whatever is earlier of the all will be considered as point of tax or time of supply. So 15th March, 17th March and 8th of January. So try to understand for the supplier. Okay. अगर उन्होंने रिमूव कर दिया, इनवॉइस नहीं भेजा, देन ऑल्सो 20th Feb को उनको टैक्स भरना है, भले पैसा मिले या ना मिले. Actually, they are getting the payment in the month of March. So the point of taxation accrued and arise on January. Due date will be 20th of February, and accordingly they have to pay the tax. Okay. Here everything is in March, so the due date will be in the month of April, 20th of April. Will be their due date. Last question, date of usage, NEFT done, cash book entry has been done, 18, 16, 17. What will be considered as time of supply or point of tax? In such case, the answer will be so kindly do the practice. See you for the next lecture. We need to do plenty of questions based on time of supply.